You should live within your means. Maybe you're just not living within your means. I guess you should just work harder and get another job. We didn't move to your state. We didn't move to your rich area. You're moving to our working class area. We did live within our means. That's what we're doing currently. I know this may be shocking to hear, but you in fact are choosing to sell your home, run away from your state where you can afford your property taxes. Now, right here, I'm talking about the wealthy Yankees. I'm talking about the elites. I'm not necessarily talking about there are bad working class Yankees as well. And there's good elite Yankees. I know that there's going to be at least one Karen or Linda that comes on here and points that out. So I'm just beating you to the punch. They're moving to these small towns in the South and have the nerve to then say that we aren't living within our means, that we need to change, that we need to do this, that we need to do that. No, that's not correct. We didn't sell our homes and then move to some really expensive area where we couldn't afford the property taxes. When we bought our homes, when these people who've grown up here, local people, the people whose families have built these towns, grew up here, it was a working class blue collar community. And that's how it stayed until COVID. We can't have one area that's ours. You have to take that too. It's not our fault that you chose to support bad policies and have bad ideologies. That's not the people in the South's fault. They are living within their means. They are working hard. I think it is actually shocking how many of these like elite Yankees from New York or New England or California come to these areas and have the absolute gall to look at all the working class families here and say, well, you're just not living within your means. You need to work harder. And you throw fancy words on it like gentrification. We're gentrifying the area. You came here because your area was bad. This area is good. That's why you came here. We can't have that. We have working class communities that are great in these small rural towns in the South. They're affordable, they're nice, they're clean, they're safe. We have safe communities where our blue collar families can work and live and retire peacefully and have a nice, decent life. It may not be playing golf all day long, 8 hours a day, and then going out and drinking and spending thousands of dollars, but it's a comfortable life that we like. We might not be able to pay thousands of dollars at fancy dinners every night. We might have to cook our meals every night and go to the grocery store, but it's a regular life that we like. This is the life that I dreamed of when I lived in Baltimore. And I finally found it here. And then COVID happened and all y'all, started to implant yourselves into these towns. And then because you throw out a fancy word called gentrification in an area that doesn't need gentrifying, you think it's okay to then be like, well, we're improving the area. You should be thanking us. That's what tells me you are full of shit.